Hello and welcome to Bonner's Market and welcome to the Thrift Flip Thursday. I am extremely excited about what I've done for you in today's video, and I cannot wait to get into it and show you what I've done. Today's video is being sponsored by Shayna Repurposing. She is one of the most talented ladies I know when it comes to repurposing furniture and just everything. Like, I cannot say enough good about her. And also by Savvycraftswithsavannah, and you guys know she's one of my favorites. So they do this quite regular, and I love to jump in and do a video whenever it's time. So the first video that I am going to do, or the first project, should I say, I'm going to do for you, is this table that I bought at my Goodwill for $4.99. That's right, folks, $5 for this cute little table. And when I seen it, I snatched it up because I knew I had to have it. I did not know what I was going to do until I brought it home and I let it sit. Oh, I was showing you a little drawer, but let me tell you about that little drawer while I'm talking about the drawer. I completely forgot when I went to put my sticker on the top of this table and put the drawer in the back. Well, I put the sticker on back upside down is what I should say. So anyway, I cleaned it really good like I do everything that I get from the Goodwill. And I took my little multi-purpose tool right here. You can do all kind of stuff. You can cut and sand. That's one of my favorite tools. And I just gave it a good sanding down and went in with my white Waverly chalk paint. And I gave it 2 really good coats of paint. Now, once I got the whole bottom of it painted twice, then I let it dry, taped off this little thing on the drawer because it had a little gold piece on it, and I didn't want to paint over that because it was really cute, and it is a gorgeous little accent on this drawer that I'm a little bit upset with myself that I wasn't paying closer attention. But my husband said, well, now it's a secret drawer in the back. So that's what we're going to call it, our little secret drawer in the back. But you see, I went ahead and I just put 1 coat of the Waverly white chalk paint on top. Now, the reason I did that is because I knew I was going to be sanding it down, and I just wanted this sort of old, rustic, shabby chic feel to this table. So once I got it done, I took these rub-on transfers that I got off of Amazon. Now, everything that can be linked will be linked below. With this being a thrift video, obviously I can't thrift the things that I bought at the Goodwill, but other things will be linked below. So this transfer had 4 transfers in it for $9.99, and I was like so stinking excited whenever I found them. So I snatched them up, and this is the one that I picked. Now, it is so easy to put these transfers on, but it does take a little bit of elbow grease. So I am obviously speeding this up, but it did take me about 20 minutes to get that thing down. Now, a couple of little pieces didn't fit on the table, but that's okay because I just used them for each side of this little drawer, my little secret drawer in the back, and just prettied up that little spot right there. And once I took the the tape off and revealed that little gold part, after obviously I got through sanding it down, those little scrolls that I put on there was the perfect little addition. So once I got everything down, I took this multi-purpose tool again from Ryobi and just sort of scuffed the table all up. I just sort of went around the edges, and you see me doing a couple of spots on top of the table. I wanted this table to look really, really old and really, really worn, and just that whole shabby chic feel that you get when you're using these whites and wood and beautiful different florals. And Crafty Cousins had a video that came out yesterday, and she made a picture for her bedroom that was perfect with this table. Now, this Mod Podge right here is the satin Mod Podge, and in my opinion, it was perfect for this table because of the little, just a very light sheen that it gave to this table. And to me, it was the perfect finishing touch. And I did go all over the entire table so that I could lock in my chalk paint and protect it. And this is what the table looked like when I was done. Now, you can't tell me that you have not fallen slap in love with this table. I am so proud of that table, and I keep looking at it like, I did that? Lord have mercy, Brenda really did that. So y'all tell me down in the comments if you think I did as good a job as I think I did on this table. But I'm telling you, I love it. It's absolutely one of my favorite pieces that I have ever done. So I'm just going to let you look at it for a second. See how I sort of bumped it up and scratched it and just made it look like it was in my house for years. I raised 7 kids, so that's about what my furniture looked like anyway. No, it didn't. I'm teasing. Let's get on in over to DIY number 2. Now, this little cafe sign I got from the same Goodwill for 99 cents. I don't know what that normally said, but half of it was gone, and the girl said, well, all I see is 99 cents, so that's what I'm going to charge you. And I was not going to argue with her. So I gave it 2 really good coats of that white Waverly chalk paint, and y'all know I'm impatient, so I dried it with my heat gun. Now look here, if you have never been to my channel before and you are here from the playlist today, my name is Brenda, and this is Monner's Market. My grandkids call me Monner, so that's where the name comes from, and I try to say that in every video because most people are like, what the heck is a Monner? So I'm a grandma. That's my grandma name. But you see me, I'm sanding down the edges of that. And that was all I was going to do to it. But I thought, you know what? That's just too plain. All I did was went from black to white. So I took the colors that I am using in my table, and I decided to fancy this little cafe sign up a little bit. So I used this pink from, Lord have mercy, I hate it when I go brain dead, Folk Art. And you saw the name there flash across the screen of the color. I did the front of the C. I took the shimmery gold and did the F. Now on this F, I wanted it to look old and beat up, and I'm going to tell you how I did that in just a minute. So I put a couple of good coats of this gold shimmer paint on the F, and then I went over and got my heat gun and put it real close to that F, because what it did is bubbled that paint up. And then once it bubbled that paint up, whenever I distress it with my hand sander in a few minutes, it's going to give it a beautiful, really old, worn look like the table. So once I got that done, I found this really pretty transfer from the Dollar Tree that I was going to use for something totally different, but it worked perfect for this. Now you see those flowers, that's all I'm going to use. Is those flowers to me matched perfect with my little table. So what I did is I just went in and I cut out the flowers and I started putting it on top of my A. Now y'all can't tell me that's not just a brilliant idea. And it made that A match my table perfectly, and it dolled up that A, and I love the way that this came out. So all I had left to do once I got that done was take my sander and just rough up that F, and then I took that same Mod Podge in the satin finish so that everything today matches, and I just went over the whole entire thing and gave it a really good coat to seal it all in and protect it. And look how cute that turned out. Isn't that much better than just plain black or just plain white? Let me know down in the comments what you think, if you think that it turned out as cute as I did. And look, it's a perfect match for that table in my opinion. I love it. It's a little bit too big for the table, so it's not going to stay on top of the table, but it will be in the same area of the table. And y'all, this has inspired me to redo my whole bedroom. My whole bedroom is in yellow and gray, and little hints of like a real pretty blue color. But when I finished this, I knew exactly what I wanted to redo my bedroom in, an old country shabby chic pink. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And y'all can follow me on my channel, Monner's Market, and see how it comes out over the next month or two. Now let's get into this little DIY right here. I got these little blocks here from the Goodwill for a nickel a piece. I grabbed 4 of them, but I'm only going to be using 2 today. I painted one of them in that same pretty pink, and then I painted the second one in that real pretty shimmer gold that I used on the F of my cafe sign. Once I got those painted in those 2 colors, I went back in with my white Waverly chalk paint and just sort of dusted over, or what is it called, dry brushed over both of them. And once they dried, I had some more rub-on stickers from something else from the Dollar Tree, just little pieces that was left over, and I just grabbed a couple of cute little vines from that, and you'll see me do that in just a second, and I added them. See there, that was left over from something else that I did in a video that's coming up really soon that you definitely want to watch. So I cut a couple of little pieces out and put them on top of those blocks. That would have been a good segue, what I was just saying, to say, if you're not subscribed to Monner's Market, do me a favor and reach down and hit that red subscribe button if you like what you've seen so far. And when that bell pops up, click on the all option, and they will notify you every time I upload something new. And I would just be tickled to death if you would come join my little family. But look how cute those turned out. Now that cage right there, I got from the Goodwill for 99 cents, but it was too perfect, y'all. I don't even know why anybody would want to give that thing away, because it looks brand spanking new to me. It had a tag on the bottom for $16.99, and I gave 99 cents for it. So I'm glad whoever didn't want it, because it worked perfect on this little table. But look how cute those blocks looked in there. Isn't that darling? Excuse me. I love the way that turned out. And now this DIY right here is my second favorite of today's video. Y'all know, if you've ever been to my channel before, that I love to do some beaded garlands. This one is one of my absolute favorites. I took the same colors that I've been using all throughout the video, and I just painted me up some beads. These are the 20 millimeter beads that you can get off Amazon, that again will be linked below. And then I just tried to match that bluish green color by painting them blue and then going over it with a little bit of green. And it wasn't exact, but it was close enough that I was tickled whenever it turned out. Now, to make my little tassel on the end, I just wrapped some twine around a card, run me a little string through there to make the top, tied that in a real tight knot. And then whenever you're making these little tassels, you want to cut through the bottom in the middle, and then make yourself a little head by pulling it together and wrapping another little piece of twine around the top. Go down just a little ways and make your little head for your tassel, and then give it a little trim on the bottom, and that's it. There's your tassel, and it couldn't be any easier. Now mine was a little wild, so I wrapped a piece of tape around the bottom of it and let it set for an hour or two, and it tamed it right down. Once I did that, I just beaded them all together and was tickled pink the way this turned. Oh, that worked out cute for this video, didn't it? Tickle pink. This little rose is one of the cutouts that you can get from the Dollar Tree right now, and I thought it was perfect for the end of my tassel. So I just tied that to the opposite end of that tassel, and that was that for my little beaded garland. Tell me how cute that is, y'all. Tell me down in the comments what you think about the way this little beaded garland turned out. Y'all know that the beaded garlands are my favorite thing to do. And doesn't it match that table perfectly? I just love it. So what I'm going to do now is say thank you for coming to my video today. thank you, Shayna and Savannah, for putting this thing on again. I love participating in this. Like I said in the beginning, it's one of my favorites. I am tickled to death at the way everything turned out, and I can't wait to read your comments down below. When you comment me, I will always comment you back. It may take me a day or two to get to you, but I always comment back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still trying to get over the sinus infection that I've had. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Comment down below and let me know what was your favorite part of today's video. And I just cannot thank you enough for watching me over and over and over. To my OGs, I love you. Y'all are the best, and I appreciate you more than you know. So thank you for watching my video. I've said thank you, 4 times? Let's not, why not shoot for 5? I really do appreciate it, y'all. So leave me comments down below. Let me know what you think, and y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful day, and do come back to Monner's Market. Bye now.